I am again from Crypto Bulls. Uh, I want to show you how to bind your Royal Q trading bot to your Binance account. Okay, some of you have been requesting for this guidance, and today I will show you how. Now, one thing you should know that Binance is an exchange as well as a broker. Okay, it is a marketplace as well as a broker. With Royal Q, you actually use Royal Q to enter markets and close trades. Okay, so Royal Q is your working platform, whereas Binance is your accounts and funds platform. Therefore, one thing you should note before I go any further, we do not place our capital in Royal Q. All the capital is in Binance, and what we do is called API binding. Okay, so API binding is how your trader, your Royal Q, can interact with your accounts, okay, through a feature called API binding. Now I want to show you what API binding is and how it is done. Now from here you're going to be able to see my applications. I use Royal Q to do my crypto. We have here Binance, and up there is the Royal Q Trading Bot. Now, how do I do the API binding? Okay. The first thing we do, we're going to open our Royal Q. So when I open my Royal Q, as it opens, you'll be able to see this is my Royal Q. Okay. This is my Royal Q. Now from here, you'll go to API binding. Okay. Hope you can see API binding. Let me try to show you. It's there on the home page. That is API binding. Okay. So when you click API binding, you'll be able to be showed very many exchanges that can be bound to Royal Q. We have Binance. Mine is already bound. We have HTX. We have so all these are exchanges: HTX, Indodax, Kraken, Bybit, OKX, KuCoin, Mexi, and Get.io. So these are the exchanges that can be binded or bound to your Royal Q. Okay. Now, personally, I use Binance, and you can see the API binding is complete. But I will still show you how this is done. When you go back, I will open my Binance. When I open my Binance, I will look. Let me wait as it opens. When you come to Binance, when you open your Binance, you will, as it opens, you're going to look for API management. Okay. So the API management feature is when you don't see it on your home page, you will come and click on more. Okay. Yeah. When you click on more, you will scroll down on the last option, which is others. So when you scroll down, you will see it here, API management. Hope you can see API management. Okay. When you click on API management, you'll be able to go and then you start your binding process. Okay. Now this binding process, you will need to first of all create API, where you see create API here, up here, create API. Okay. So you'll come and click create API. So when you click on create API, you will click on next from this point. Okay. When you click on next, you will label your just any label. Maybe you can call it Royal Quantify, Royal Q. You can call it Royal Quantify. Click on next. So it will ask for some security measures, but let me do this. So after filling in the security measures, you will see your AP. It will be down here. Okay, so this is the key. Hope you can now see. Okay, this is an API key. So you're going to copy this API key, and then you will go back to Royal Q. Click on copy. Okay, so you click on copy and it will say copy to clipboard. Now from this point, we'll go back to Royal Q. Okay, when you go back to Royal Q, when I go back to my Royal Q, okay, I will come to API binding. Okay, remember I showed you API binding. This is it, API binding. So you click on API binding, and after that you click on the exchange that you are trying to bind. So I'm binding Binance. Okay, so I open Binance, and then where there is API key, okay, I will paste that key that I have copied. Okay, hope you can see. I will paste it there. Let me show it to you. Here, API key. That is where I will paste the key that I've copied from Binance. After pasting that key, I will then come here on where you're seeing API group binding. Let me try to show you. I seeing here API group binding for this. Okay, so you're going to copy that code, that API group binding code. Okay, so when you copy that code, you will go back to Binance. Okay, so when you go back to Binance, let me copy this. So you just click let me show you. You will just click on that keyword copy, and you will copy to clipboard. So after doing that, you will go back to your Binance. Okay, let's go back to Binance. So when I go back to my Binance, as you wait, okay, so it is still loading. The network is a bit slow. So from here, you will come back to Binance, and then you will paste, okay, that key, that binding API binding code that you copied from your Royal Queue. You'll come, you'll open your Binance, and then you'll paste that code. You know? After, I'm not going to do it here because of security reasons, but when you open your Binance, you will paste that code. When you paste that code, you will go to you first of all restrict access to trusted IPs. Then step 2, you will paste the IP group binding. Then you will confirm. After confirming, you will enable spot and margin trading, and then you save. Okay, so when you save, your API binding will notify success. Okay, it will notify success, and from there you will open your Royal Queue. Okay, you will open your Royal Queue. You'll come back here, and then you will request verification. You'll request verification on your email, and then they will send a code to your email, and then you will bind. Okay, you just click bind, and when it binds, it will notify success. And when it does that, your API binding will be complete. Okay, if you have any inquiries, please let me know. Otherwise, you can go ahead and do API binding for Royal Q to your exchange. You can use any exchange, not only Binance. I told you there are very many, HTX, Kraken, there are many. Okay, so all of them you can bind them to your Royal Q. Otherwise, this is it for today. I wish you all the best and happy trades.